This report says our climate is changing faster than at any other time in modern civilization. And it's because of the fossil fuels we burn to get around and to power our lives. Climate change is, in effect, loading the dice for more extreme and destructive weather events in the future. And we are already feeling the impacts. The deadly wildfires scarring California. The torrential rains of Hurricane Harvey. Real-life previews of coming disasters, warns the federal government report on climate change, if we don't immediately and substantially reduce greenhouse gas emissions. Climate scientist Katherine Hayhoe is one of the report's lead authors.
The faster we reduce our emissions, the less adaptation will be required, and ultimately, the less suffering there will be.
The report states that by the end of the century, annual average temperatures in the U.S. could increase anywhere from 2 to 11 degrees. That means more heat-related deaths, more cases of asthma and hay fever, less food production as harvests decline, daily high-tide flooding in the southeast, while mountain snowpacks shrink, affecting water supplies. The economic price, the report says, would be enormous.
It's more than $100 billion each year by the end of the century.
Those damages could slice as much as 10% off the U.S. economy by the end of the century. The information in the report comes from 13 federal agencies, but President Trump, a big proponent of fossil fuels,
we've ended the war on beautiful, clean coal,
isn't convinced that global warming is a man-made phenomenon or that the planet will continue heating up.
Is there climate change? Yeah. Will it go back like this? I mean, will it change back? Probably. That's what I think.
The White House, responding to the report, says it's largely based on the most extreme scenario and argues the U.S. is leading the world in reducing carbon dioxide emissions.
So last week, amid that brutal cold snap, President Trump tweeting. And here's the tweet that the president posted last week. He said, brutal and extended cold blast could shatter all records. Whatever happened to global warming? And that does seem to be the argument that a lot of climate change deniers use. What do you say to that?
Absolutely. Well, look, we're always going to have winter during this era of climate change, and it's going to be cold in some places and hot in other places. And the other thing you need to look at are long-term trends, and that's what climate change is about. And for example, if you look at last year, for every record cold day we had 3 record hot days. In a stable climate system, that ratio should be 1-to-1. It's out of balance in favor of hot days.
The president's talking about weather. You're talking about climate.
Exactly.
Ann Thompson, always good to have you.
Good to see you.
Thanks.